right back. This is Membran, and welcome to my teaching channel where learning is fun and simple. All right, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and learn with me. This is really done in order to inspire early childhood providers to be able to support, teach young children the letters of the alphabet, complete with sounds and some variable words that begins with the initial letter of the letter for the day or letter for the week. It depends on how you use it. All right, so let me share my file, and today's lesson would be about the letter R. R, 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 R. Okay, R. Let me share it, and the layout would be almost the same. It's a rising sun. All right, I have to make it bigger again. And I could just be a little bit smaller. I'm sorry that I am doing it this way. All right, so that is, I wonder if that would stick well there. Nope. All right, I should just, I'm sorry, it is taking a long time because I cannot have this. I cannot put the layout if it is not being shared. All right, so let's start. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm still learning, okay? Now, today's lesson is teaching and learning the letter R. All right, let us learn about the letter R for robot. R for robot. Okay, the letter R represents the R sound. The letter R represents the R sound. And how are we going to make the R sound? Here it is. You see, your tongue is inside, but your teeth has to, at least, your tongue is slightly forward, just behind your upper and your front teeth. But keep your lips relaxed and your mouth slightly open. Push air out while vibrating your tongue. All right. So the sound has some vibrations in the tongue. So that means it is trying to tell us, predetermined, that it is a voice sound. Okay, say the sound. Now you can stretch the sound. It is not a stop sound, but it is a stretch sound. You can make it longer even, but it will be very noisy if you're going to tolerate the kids to say no, no, no. You have to let them say, okay, stretch the sound. Stretch the sound. I'm sorry. My cat got in. Uh-uh. Say the word rat slowly and listen to the sound of the letter at the beginning. So you say rat. And notice how your tongue and your mouth feel when you make rat. Rat. Okay? Now, here is a word sample. Like the R sound can also be heard at the beginning of the words like run, run, rose, rain, ring, and red. Just like what we have here. This is red. I'm sorry, I did not place it much to the right. All right, so let's say the word run, rose, rain, ring, red. Okay? All right. So place your hand on your throat as you say, there's vibration. Well, because is a voiced sound. So anything that is voiced, your throat is going to vibrate because of the movements of some um, what do you call this? Vibrating vibrating parts of your throat. Okay, let's practice. This is a raft. Raft. This boy is about to run. Run. Next. Ooh, this is a rabbit. Rabbit. Next. Of course, that is a ring. Say ring. And a rocket. Rocket. Okay, I think the United States just landed to the moon again. Artemis 2 was the rocket that brought them there, and they are back here and landed on the Pacific Ocean. Rocket. All right. Last one is rainbow. It's a rainbow. Okay, I think you have already seen what a rainbow is. It has a lot of different colors. All right, now the letter R spells the R sound. The letter R spells the R sound. You can also ask the kids to say, okay, say R again. Say ring. Say run. Say rose. All right, you just let them practice and practice and practice. All right. Now, writing time. To write an uppercase R, you start by making a straight line down. Then you go to the top again and draw a small curve to the right, going halfway down. And then add a diagonal line from the middle of the curve down to the bottom. So there are 3 lines. All right, let us start. I have to minimize my screen so I can use my powerful tool, and I'm going to use my red one again. I will have one line straight down and a curve to the right until the middle, and then a diagonal line to the right. Okay, let's use another color. Maybe green, so it will be different. One line down, curve to the right, up to the middle, in a diagonal line to the right. Ooh, that's a lot better. I know how to use my mouse now. My mouse is a flat Apple mouse. All right, let's start working on our uppercase R. From the first line, second, and the third, it is an uppercase letter, so you have to use 3 lines. One line down, curve to the right, to the middle, and then slant line down. Straight line down, curve to the right, meet up in the middle, and a diagonal line to the right. One line down, curve to the right, meet in the middle, and a diagonal line right to the right. Sorry. Okay, I'll go back to my red. I always love red. Okay, one line down. Oops, sorry. Why is it not red? Okay, let's start. One line down, curve to the right, meet on the middle, in a diagonal line to the right. Right. Perfect. Brenda, you're learning. Thank you. See how you learn? You teachers may learn too. One line down, curve to the right, and meet in the middle, and then slide down to the right. Woo! Perfect. All right, that is our uppercase. And then if you want to have what do you call this? Pages for them to practice tracing, go to my curriculum. It's Bright Stars curriculum. I have several tracing letters there. Lines first, and then um C and then O, so that their motor skills will be more flexible. All right, to write the lowercase r, use two lines. Remember, it's a lowercase. Make a straight line down and then make a small curve at the top to the right. That's it. Two lines. All right, let us trace. One line down to the third line and then a curve to the right. That's it. Simple, easy. I told you I am having some learning here and teaching here, but it is fun doing it. All right. So remember, second and third line, that's where the lowercase letters are. Let's practice again. Tracing line down, curve to the right. Line down, curve to the right. Line down, curve to the right. Because it's a lowercase. Now it's our turn. All right, line down, curve to the right. Line down, oh, line down, curve to the right. Line down, curve to the right. Perfect. Now you have uppercase and lowercase r. And the sound is R. All right, that's all for today. Thank you always for being patient with me. Now, if you want to have these lessons on a daily basis, first you're going to introduce the R, and then you're going to introduce the words that begins with the letter R, and then sounding out letters, and then writing, writing. So that ends our lesson for today.
Thank you for learning with me. Please like and subscribe Mombrins channel.
Yes, please don't forget to like and then subscribe, and then you may even share with others. All right, thank you. That is Membran's teaching channel, where learning is fun and simple. All right, I think we're going to have the next lesson later on. That's all for today. Bye now, but see you later.